Hi, I'm down in Lakeview. Lakeview is an old power generating station that was on the waterfront in Mississauga Lakeview. Ironic that Lakeview, which is in front of me here, actually hasn't had a view of the lake in 50 years because it was blocked from the lake because of the power generating station. And there is some incredible, interesting ideas of what they're going to do with this area. You can take a look at some of the signs behind me here of the incredible development that they want to have take place in this area. It's 120 acres. There's plans for 15,000 units here. People are thinking it's going to be 15,000 or 20,000 people, and recently the provincial government passed a MZO, a ministerial zoning order, such that you could actually have twice as many people in this area. And it's just a massive area here. You take a look at it. It's under development. They're doing a lot of grading. But I worry it's going to be a disaster, a complete disaster for South Mississauga from a congestion standpoint. It could be beautiful on the waterfront. It could be that kind of development that people would love to live in. It could be spectacular addition to what we've got in Mississauga. But we haven't planned for the transportation. And I think this and Brightwater at Mississauga Road and Lakeshore, which is going to add another 10,000 people, maybe even more, are going to mean that South Mississauga is a congestion nightmare. And the only solution is transit, and we've got to be more innovative about thinking about what to do. And I want to show you something that a lot of people don't realize. There was a railway track that went into Lakeview at one point in time, and I'm going to show it to you right here. This is the bed for the railway track that I'm showing to you right here, that goes all the way up to Long Branch, and it goes straight into the Lakeview generating site that's going to be redeveloped into this massive development area. It goes into the Lakeshore branch, the Lakeshore line just before Long Branch, and then actually past Long Branch, there's another Metrolinx owned railway that goes up to Kipling. If you put a shuttle between Lakeview and Long Branch, and maybe even Kipling, or a GO train that would go from Lakeview to Long Branch to Kipling to potentially Union Station or downtown, or out that CP track to the Science Center, I think you would turn this development from going to be a massive disaster from a congestion standpoint, with some of the worst transit connections that you can imagine for 15 to 30,000 new residents, into the best located, best connected place in frankly all of the Greater Toronto Area. If it could have access to two different GO train lines, the Lakeshore line, the Mississauga Milton line, and then also to a subway at the Kipling GO. I don't think we're thinking through what we need to do from an infrastructure standpoint in Mississauga. I think that there's options in regards to transit at Brightwater as well. I worry that we've got this huge amount of development taking place on our waterfront, industrial lands that need to be fixed up. This was a power generating station. The Brightwater was an old Imperial Oil refinery that was left vacant for like 50 years that had environmental damage. So cleaning it up and developing it into residential mixed-use developments makes a ton of sense. But to do so without one lane of increased transportation is absurd. I have no idea how it got approved. Think about the congestion on Mississauga Road, on Hurontario, on Lakeshore through Port Credit, on Dixie, on Cawthra, on Brown's Line. Hey, it's Etobicoke, we don't have to worry about it, says some people to me. That's absurd. The congestion is going to be atrocious. And we've got solutions. And we know the solutions are transit. It's the only solution. We're not going to build new highways. We're not going to add a lane to Mississauga Road or Hurontario or Cawthra or Dixie. So let's get our act together and build the infrastructure that we need to develop the city that we want to have. Thanks.